All right, so today we're going to talk about the most powerful SMG hero in the entire game. The phenom, the Gunblazer Southie. This is not a new character, guys, but we just had a massive change to the game, introducing SMGs as a new archetype for the game. And because of that, there has been some modifications to gun classifications, and in some cases, hero classifications. So we're going to go about that whole thing today, and we're going to talk about the most powerful new SMG synergy that we have found. So hold on to your butts. Alright guys, if you love the content that we're doing here, please use our support a creator. It really helps us to keep doing what we're doing here and keep on producing content. So thank you so much for the support, guys. Alright, let's get right into it. Gunblazer Southie, man. Look at this guy. He is ugly. Oh, look at that gross helmet. Oh, it's so ghetto. Can't even see out of his one eye. He just blocks it right off. It's like, whatever. I'm so good. I don't even need eyes. Chumps. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so Gunblazer Southie has 3 abilities: Phase Shift, Shock Tower, and Teddy. These are actually pretty darn good. Shock Tower is a fantastic clear. It bullies enemies around, stunning them, kind of buying you time and allowing you movement and mobility to move around without getting killed. Very effective. Teddy is a fantastic line of sight blocking. You can throw the Teddy down, hide behind the Teddy. The Teddy will, do okay damage against really small enemies. Not really much at all against big enemies, but it'll buy you some time and give you some line of sight. And any small enemies that do try to mess around with it are going to get wrecked pretty hard. So it's a nice little combination. But Phase Shift is this guy's bread and butter. This guy is so hard to catch. He phase shifts and phase shifts and phase shifts, and this guy's synergy with his commander perk is designed to take advantage of the phase shift and turn this elusive ability into an offensive tool. So let's just look right over here. Standard perk, Blaze of Glory. Commander perk, Blaze of Glory Plus. As a standard perk, Phase Shift increases the pistol and SMG damage by 35% for 4 seconds. As a commander perk, which is what we're going to be using today, the Phase Shift increases pistol and SMG damage by 105% for 4 seconds. This is nuts, man. 105% bonus damage. Whew. Okay. So the big thing is that this ability has been changed from pistol to pistol and SMG. So now this guy, SMGs are essentially just close range, devastating assault rifles. So assault rifles gained a new classification, the SMG designation, except that all the SMGs are also considered assault rifles. So you get all the assault rifle damages plus the SMG damage bonuses. So having a character like this is pretty crazy. 105% bonus damage for 4 seconds. On certain weapons, like the one that we're going to be showcasing today, the Silent Spectre, you can dump your entire clip in 4 seconds, which is exactly what you want. You want to phase shift and then dump all your damage right now. And man, oh man, nothing does damage like the Silent Spectre. We're going to showcase this for you real quick here and show you just what kind of power we're looking at. I'm running with a bright core, so this is definitely not optimal damage. I went with a bright core because I usually use this as an obsidian weapon. Obsidian because I have an unlimited unlimited obsidian. I can make infinite of these. Basically, essentially, this costs me nothing to make. I can make thousands. And I went with elemental energy because then it's good for everything. So it's a weapon that I can mass produce that kills everything quite well. It's not a specialized weapon. This is just a generic, run-of-the-mill Silent Spectre. It is god rolled to perfection with crit rate, crit damage, mag size, and damage to afflicted targets. So yeah, it works magic, man. Magic. We're going to showcase this at 106 and at 130 to give you a variety of different, scenarios. We'll show you, this thing performs so well. So well. We do one match in, I think, 108. And this gun just absolutely destroys. Then we fight higher level enemies using the same 106 weapon, and as you can see, this thing still absolutely destroys enemies with this character. Like, this thing is, and it's incredible. It's honestly, I think it's one of the best SMGs in the entire game. I think it's better than the Bobcat in a lot of the ways that I need it to be better. The Bobcat may be better at burst damage and cutting apart enemies really, really quickly, but the Silent Spectre has better sustain. So, you know, when you take into consideration the much faster reload of the Silent Spectre, it does way more damage per second, you know, over, say, a minute of combat, just rapid fire combat in horde style, you know, never ending enemy mode. So really, really nasty. So going back to Gunblazer Southie here, this guy, yeah, he's incredible. What we're going to do is we're going to basically phase shift as often as possible. Sometimes we're going to phase shift away from the enemy. Sometimes we're going to phase shift to the enemy. Sometimes we're going to phase shift through the enemy. You can do any of these strategies. The end result is that when you phase shift, you want to immediately unload your entire clip into the enemies and just basically do as much damage as you possibly can. Then you reload your gun, and then you phase shift again and do it again. So every time you reload, you phase shift into the damage bonus and just do horrific amounts of damage to everyone in your way. It is just, it's crazy, man. It is some sick damage. And of course, class perks are just your anti-material charge in the zone and loot llama, just your basic. All the Outlanders are the same. So let's take a look at the support perk loadout for this, because this one is very, very interesting. We're going to be running with Blast in the Past. Of course we are, because it's the greatest, most nonsense team perk in the history of the game. This takes away your shields, but gives you a massive 200% health bonus, allowing you to run around with just ludicrous amounts of health. Just crazy health, like 1,000,000 health. It's so nuts. And what this does is makes you have insane survivability, but also it has synergy with the 2 dinosaur heroes that it requires to be activated. So the 2 dinosaur heroes that we're using is Saurian Might. This is Rex Jonesy's ability. It gives us an extra 3% of our current health converted into damage every second. So every second, your next ranged hit does a ton of bonus damage. If you have 1,000,000 health, you're getting an extra 30,000 damage every second. It's crazy. Crazy. Saurian Hide is Prehistoric Iz's ability. This gives us an extra 33 armor whenever our shields are depleted, which is all the time. So 33 armor, constant. Powerful damage reduction. Then we have our assault rifle abilities. As you can see, Tactical Assault Sledgehammer's new ability has now been changed to increase assault and SMG critical damage by 75%. So all your SMGs and your assault rifles all get the bonus. So now all of those formerly pistol weapons are now considered SMG weapons. So now he's the one who gives you the bonuses. No longer the pistol characters. Now it is basically assault rifles. Why they didn't just classify these things as assault rifles kind of boggles my mind. It's like they're going hybrid. Like, they could have just classified weapons as SMG in order to, you know, apply weapon skins from VR. It wouldn't have been a big deal. Like, it doesn't make sense why they had to create an all-new classification for these weapons and completely shaft over the pistol characters. But in any case, that's not really an issue for us, because we're talking about the character that's taking advantage of this horrible day for the pistol characters, Gunblazer Southie. So 75% bonus damage to the SMG. Then we have assault damage. This is Rescue Trooper Ramirez's ability. This gives us an extra 17% bonus damage to SMGs. Man, oh man. So we got Saurian Might giving us bonus damage. We've got Tactical Assault giving us critical damage. We've got Rescue Trooper giving us flat damage. And to keep us in the battle and keep us healed, we got Going Coconuts with Crossbones Barrett. Crossbones Barrett gives you a 20% chance to find coconuts in containers. So anytime you loot something, there is a 1 in 5 chance that you're going to get coconuts out of it. So sometimes RNG punishes you bad, which happens to me all the time. And other times you get really, really lucky and you just get loaded up with coconuts in the blink of an eye. So you collect as many as you can. You put these on your main hotbar. And then whenever you need to use one, you just select it and fire. And it increases the damage, your damage by 16%, while affected by coconuts, but the hidden ability that for some reason it doesn't say on the skill tree is it heals you. It heals you for 50% of your health. Like a crazy, crazy amount of health. When you're rocking like 1,000,000 health, and you can heal for 500,000 damage. Yeah, kind of a big deal. Kind of a big deal. He's kind of super, super busted, overpowered craziness. Not to mention, the 16% damage bonus lasts for 20 seconds, and during that entire 20-second period, you have a heal over time, constantly replenishing your health. It's just bonkers, man. This guy's the most powerful healing skill in the entire game. It is just, it'll rock your world, man. Rock your world. So this is it. This is the most powerful, most insane SMG build, you know, in the entire game. Like, this thing has more offensive abilities than ever before. With the addition of Gunblazer Southie being converted over to an SMG character, now we can have all of these characters that we used before, but we also have a bonus 105% bonus damage, which we never had before. And holy cow, the equivalent of what this guy's replacing is essentially Skull Trooper Jonesy. Skull Trooper Jonesy gives a 15% bonus damage for 5 seconds after reloading in your support perk. So before we would run, usually, you know, the class that this is competing with is the Immortal Gunner build with Survivalist Jonesy, who has, you know, incredible survival sustain. But this guy also, as long as you have coconuts, your survival sustain on this character is just as good as Jonesy is, and you get all of the bonuses, all the subcategory bonuses, right? So you can't put this guy into the support slot for any of these characters, right? You can't put him in for Rex Jonesy. You can't put him in for Tactical Assault. You can't use him for Survivalist. It doesn't work, right? Because this guy is he boosts the phase shift. The phase shift is specific to him and him only. So if you're using any other SMG build with a soldier, this guy's not going to be a part of that. But as a primary character, all of these other characters that, you know, they can all give full effect. So this guy has more offensive firepower than a man. Like, it's crazy. This guy, this new change to the game basically put this guy on the map, and it'll be very interesting to see what kinds of SMG characters also, you know, rise to the occasion, because this guy is nasty. Man, Gunblazer Southie, is he good? Oh yeah! Oh man, this guy is sick powerful. So nuts. And as long as you got those coconuts blazing, you shouldn't have any problem surviving. And yeah, the same cannot be said for your enemies. This guy is a wrecking ball of damage. So yeah, hope you guys have fun, man. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe and ring that bell. Leave a thumbs up and comment down below and let me know what you think, man. I'm really excited for this one. This is pretty cool. It's nice to see that something good came out of this this new patch, because there's a lot of negativity flying around. I myself I'm not impressed at all with this new change. I feel like this just damages so many different existing characters, just so that one may rise, and probably most likely more will rise with the upcoming llama. So we'll all have to wait and see what comes next. All right, guys, thank you so much for being a part of the VASH Corps. Thank you for all the support. I couldn't be doing this without you guys, so thank you so much for believing in me. And yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of my world. You guys rock. I'll see you in the next one.